Hello everyone, welcome once again to A.O.S Group. On this channel, we talk about everything related to language studies. If you want to actually learn the French language, the German or the Spanish, or even perfect your English language. Likewise, we also assist you if you are preparing for internationally recognized examinations like IELTS, like TOEFL, like TEF Canada or TCF Canada. And perhaps if you're on the verge of actually processing your visa or your immigration to countries like Canada, the UK, the France, we can always definitely be of assistance to you on that premise. And as you know, every day by 3 p.m. West African time or 10 a.m. Ontario time, we're always scheduled to start our live QAs. And today is not going to be different. If you have any questions related to the topic for today, you can drop it on the live chat section on the comment section of this video right now. And today we want to take the question 273, which was asked by one of our attendees, and it states that as a fresh applicant, what are the PR requirements to relocate a family of five? By Emy UCHE Okeke from Nigeria. And as you know, these questions are always extracted from our Make Nigeria 2023 webinar QAs. And this question is quite similar for someone that has a family member and wants to relocate to Canada permanently, because he talked about the PR. Now, when it comes to PR is known as the permanent residence programs. We have different programs that are based on people that want to relocate to Canada on a permanent basis. In other words, they want to relocate, they want to be able to live in Canada permanently, they want to be able to work as well in Canada, study as well in Canada, and do everything virtually that the citizens of Canada are doing, apart from what? Apart from voting or being voted for. Now, that being said, I, for instance, am a permanent resident of Canada. I have relocated to Canada with my common law partner. And yes, I would state that one of the things you could do, which is the best thing you understand when it comes to immigration, is relocating permanently. You don't have any kind of restrictions. You don't have to actually pay too much money. You understand? For studies, you don't have to actually work permanently for just one particular employer. In fact, if you don't want to work like I do, if you don't want to work for a particular employer, you can set up your own business, you understand, easily in Canada as a permanent resident without any form of restrictions. So that being said, the requirements you need for a family of five definitely is different from the requirement I actually had to, you understand, have as someone that is just coming with a single partner. So for you, you would have to actually show requirements on, I'll say, seven different, you understand, levels. Firstly, you have to talk about your age. Are you someone that is still below 40 or above 40? And if you are below 40 or above 40, you may want to look at your spouse. Is your spouse below or also above 40? If yes, any kind of situation you are, we have seen people that are below 40 moving to Canada like I, and there are some people that are even above 40, but you understand, have other things that they actually will consider requirements that they fulfill. You may not fulfill the age requirements, but you may fulfill all other requirements. Take, for instance, the educational credentials or the academic background. If you have a very good academic background, let's say you have an OND and an HND, or let's say you have a bachelor's and a master's, or let's say you have, you understand, a PhD, you may actually be very much, you understand, qualified for PR than someone that doesn't have. Now, apart from that, and when I'm talking about PR, I'm talking about the adults now. The adults having academic qualifications. If you have, fine. If your spouse have, fine. If both of you have, better. Do you understand? Now, apart from that, we'll also look at the work experience. Where have you worked before? Do you understand? How many years of experience have you gathered? Roughly, if you have 3 years or more experience, is better than someone that doesn't really have the 3 years, even though, you understand, the basic requirement is for you to have at least 1 year. In fact, for the new program that they have actually set up under Express Entry, you just need 6 months, you understand, work experience. But better, the more the better. Basically, if you have 3 years or more, the better your chances, and the better you will fulfill that particular requirement for what? For PR. Now, I've talked about the three. Apart from that, we also have the language proficiency. If you are very good in the English language, you're proficient in the English language, you stand a fair chance. If you also have knowledge of French, you understand, and you actually took the examination. We have the IELTS examination for French or CELPIP. We also have the TEF Canada or the TCF Canada for French exams, French language. So if you can actually take any of those exams and excel in them, you also stand a fair chance of being qualified, you understand, based on that particular requirement. So I've talked about four. Now you also have the financial stability. Now that's the fifth one. If you are very good in, you understand, saving. You understand, and you have something saved up already for PR. You understand, some few millions of naira or few thousands of dollars or 10,000 or tens of thousands of dollars. You stand a fair chance because you use that as a proof of funds. If you don't really have that, if you can't afford that, we at A.O.S Group can also assist you in getting proof of funds. If you want to learn more about that, then chat us up on our WhatsApp line or reach out to us via our email, you understand, and we'll give you more details on how to go about it. Now, apart from that, I was talking about the things that you will need, the requirements you will need. Apart from the financial stability, you need to have ties in Canada, though it is not more or less very important, but you need to actually see to it that you have some things that the Canadian immigration will see, that you have a kind of dependence or you have a kind of family relation in, you understand, Canada. So do you have people that are your family members or your friends that you could use as a kind of point of contact, you understand, when you are trying to seek provincial nominations, you understand, from provinces and territories in Canada? Then that would be your family ties in Canada. Please note that that may be also very important. Lastly, if you have job offers in Canada, that's the last requirement. It's not important, just like the previous one that I talked about, the family ties is not important. I, for instance, I didn't gain points from family ties when I was coming through to permanent for permanent residency in Canada. Likewise, you don't really need a job offer. I didn't get a job offer myself, but it can just fast track your process. It can make it easy for you to get eligible quickly, you understand, and move to Canada through that process. So those 7 criteria are very important. They would constitute the PR requirements for a family like yours to actually relocate, you understand, to Canada. So I hope that answers your question. If you have any further details about the other requirements, because those are just the basic ones, other requirements for you to relocate as a family of 5, then reach out to us on our email or through our email or our phone number, either on WhatsApp, or you understand, or call or text message, and I do hope to get your feedback or your questions later on. So thank you very much, and I do hope you got value from this. If you got value, then kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit on the notification bell to get notified anytime we drop a content, and like and share this video with your friends and family. And I do hope to see you in our next Q&A session. Thank you very much, and do have a lovely day ahead. Bye for now.